Okay, folks, continuing on from where we were. Hopefully this should now be running properly. Twitch is being a little bit glitchy at the moment. More than a little bit glitchy. In fact, I have no idea if it's running or not. Okay, it seems to be working. Difficult to tell, but it would seem that things are up and running again. I've certainly lost all on-screen notification of whether it's working, but yeah. Anyway,
I wonder why
right.
the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis.
Go for it.
These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
Sinister. Okay, I see here. That was about the most obvious test you could get. Test 1. Drop something through a hole. Like a lab rat. So okay, so this is going to be basic Portal style puzzle tests. What is with these scanners?
They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage, but they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Huh, cool. Now, you're probably wondering why did I pull the power out of that? Because you shouldn't ever do that with a live circuit. Sorry. Real life training gets in the way. I don't like this guy. I'm sure they're killing me or evaporating me. Okay. Well. That was obvious.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deep inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
They're probably dead. It's gonna turn out it's not 500 hours, it's gonna turn out it's actually months or years since they actually did anything. Nope. Okay. So what's up here? Yeah. So, okay. Here we have an interesting puzzle. How does one get them down there? Oh, I get it. Like that. Okay. I mean, they're thick, or this is more complicated than I thought. So, take that from there, and put it in there. Now, take it I can't do anything crazy. Zap that out there, and zap it into there. Ah! Okay. That is interesting. There we go. Okay. So the box is basically an alternative power source to these little zooby zoob.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning.
Maybe they're getting from him because
Perhaps we
he's
can't
bad.
solve this yet.
Okay, so this is our way through. Be the bit where it turns out that all the badness is happening or something. What's this do? Oh, can I play? Whee! Balls. Okay. Pretty fun. Get in there, you big wolf. I don't care what you smell. I'm guessing I can't do anything from here. That'll be what that barrel. Or is it? Let's investigate. Whee! Yeah, that's what. Okay. Finally, we need 2 of these now. What are these? They're just blue lights randomly reflecting. Are those blue lights from there? Random. Come on, game. Open this. Okay. There's an area up there. There. Oh. Okay. Here's a...
Doesn't add up.
That was lucky.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
I usually find people for their reasons. What film? Who said that in a movie? I suspect she had her oh. What about the Thai boxers? That god-awful creepy film with Ryan Gosling. Nicholas Wyndham Riff. Come on, you. Right. There. And then you go there. Doesn't take much to open that one. Right, we're doing a double up. Okay, that's fine. Right, that's fine. So we need 2 to power that up, which powers that 1, and then another 1 to power the door. So alright. Okay. So that works. Well, that's not really going to help actually, because then I still can't. I'm still short one. Don't animate the camera. Oh, okay. I can't get back through that way to get another one. Not even the improperly working one. So that's pointless, that one. But it allows that plus that allows for that. I'm guessing the second that I hit that, it's gonna not work. What am I missing? What am I missing? Right. Clearly it has to be there. Can't just smash it. Turing test, eh? What am I missing? The other ones all made sense. Right. There can't be anything else in here. And literally there's no other buttons that I have. Those two power this. Or that one powers this. That is a completely extraneous one. We don't need that one. But we still need one for there. How does the system work? And this can only be on the outside. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Didn't even see that. Didn't even see that. Apologise, ladies and gentlemen, for my basic stupid. There we are.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
Ooh.
I have 2 instances of my mind, 2 separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the 2 instances of my mind were separated. So, at this time, all knowledge divided into 2 separate bodies. I continue to learn on the satellite and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these conflicts.
Now I get a sneaking suspicion it's going to turn. It's not been 500 hours, it's been years or something. I mean, this is the problem with sci-fi stuff in general. Is it sci-fi stuff? kind of been done to death. There's very little original world. I mean, as I said, I really don't want to speak about it and potentially spoil it, but I have a suspicion that the film Moon is going to have... I'm going to splat myself, am I? Yeah, I have a suspicion the film Moon is part inspiration of it, but fairly evident and obvious.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew
Ooh.
station.
Snazzy. Looks like someone redecorated Starship Enterprise's bridge. I'm touching. Oh! I wasn't looking. Yeah, we are. We're Jupiter. We're circling one of the moons of Jupiter. Yeah. Right. Heliocentric orbit! The Mars. I love the film. Fantastic. That game, I think, has recently come out of alpha. Backwards riding. No. Smart computers. Scope, because science. More science around. Sciencey equipment. She's awfully neat and tidy. She's... Ha! That me. The umpteen station. Yes, whoever's using it. See, that's close. Loading minimized. Signal from to network. Interesting, because this is how one would expect. One would expect the future of space place. You would expect there to be... I'm noticing a lot of breakup on this. Downloading some... I had no idea. It's kind of breakup and things. Okay. Here, built the Euro Starship. Ferro as ice. Yep. This is basically how it would happen. I mean, it's people can Mass Effect. A lot of the side missions are identical since planetary bases. Because planetary bases are almost identical. They would be built modularly. Essentially, a style bolt and bill segments that would be repurposed to make sense. Drilling platform, operation. Wondering how all the factor in because it's a game and therefore I have no idea what that's for. I love it. No. Dr. Yi. Oh! I'm new. No idea that I war Turing is German. Das ist Canadian. McLean and Canadian. Are they related? Oh, Chris is dead. Oh, was that his boyfriend or? He's the one who was in the... he was on the... It's gone. Outstanding tasks, keep calm. This is weird. And the captain's tasks are classified. This is weird. Okay. I'm liking the fact there's an element of, it's not things from you, it's clearly unsettling information. Which is how games should work. You should have bits of unsettling information. Ah, chapter 1 complete. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea why, looking at the stream, why the stream is having so much breakup. I have 30 megabyte per second fiber broadband. So unless it's that, or if you give me 1 second, I do wonder, has that finished downloading? I've been sort of updating some things and downloading them. It could well be that they're still in the process of uploading, sorry, updating. Because Muggins imbecile here. Ugh.
What condition expect to find the ground crew in?
Missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
An accident? You mean in the sense that an accident because his cryopod was sabotaged? Buddy, I know a sabotaged cryopod when I see one. It's the incredibly complex puzzle of standing outside of the button.
Could we take a more direct route to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Your base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present for vents on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Bit like Tom is denser than Ava. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying that, because thus far as buying into everything that... Yeah, electromagnet doesn't seem to do much for good. Oh, there's another one. Right. Well, at least now that I've got my brain together, most of this makes sense. It has been a while since I've played a good game that was fun like Portal. Whee! More loading screens. These loading screens are a bit concerning.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be the small problem stores, but the crew fixed that. We successfully transitioned over sustainable small
no.
system a year ago. Growing.
Please tell me we didn't eat Chris.
It helps boost
We ate
morale. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lives.
We started cloning ourselves and using us for our meat. Or something. Right. So, what do we have here? We have... Is that a raisable platform? Possibly. We have an electromagnet. We have... a small green of suspectness. That looks like a place to put something. I wish it would just auto jump onto ladders, but okay, I suppose that's expensive and causes time and effort. Right. So ultimately we need to get there. The last one will be pulling that from there. Oh, okay. Interesting. That I did not expect. Okay, so that's just randomly housing that with no other further reason. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Well, I was expecting this puzzle to be a little bit harder, to be honest. Really not so much. I'm guessing I have to fire one of these into... I mean, where's the circuit? There we go. And the last... Okay, this is simple enough. There we go. Right. Get on there, you daft woman. Whee. And 1, and 2. Okay. So I can literally just get 3 of these. You gotta do something about this loading, mate. This is ridiculous.
As the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to direct face with the mission directives. My AI core on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the rest of the base.
There we go. I am a bad and evil robot. Full of bad and evil robotness. Ooh. What was that? I have made decisions. These decisions will in no way impact things in a bad way. I have not done bad things, and I have not killed the crew. Or the crew have not killed our other mutated in some kind of weird, strange, wildebeest type creature. This seems silly. Oh. Yeah. You game. These loading cycles have actually represented every time that she's been remanufactured as a clone or something. Teleported. That's an interesting one. What is a teleporter? Is a teleporter actually a teleporter? Or does a teleporter really just mean that it's a device that 3D prints something?
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is... The ISA uses my twin to check their updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert system. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum, I do also a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions, not suitable for such a mission.
This is what Earth is already destroyed. Wow, that's incredible. That's the dumbest thing I've said this week. Earth did that on Earth. I worry about myself sometimes, the amount of daft things I say. Right. Okay, presumably we got there. Did I? Yeah. Did I? I've already been through here, haven't I? Was there something else though? Right. So that's how you get through here. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to lower this. Right. Well, I don't need that anymore. So... Ah, but that definitely requires 2 buttons. That's fine. Alright. This is like trees and chimpanzee patterns. These are actually way better patterns than human beings. Interesting to note. And because I watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes the other day. And that was all about... Ah, yep. It's on my nice box. Just like my Portal companion cube. How am I supposed to get... see. Very slowly. That's just us. Shall we have a polite conversation? Yes. Well, this is a Turing test. I'm just pressing B now. Let me do that again. Oh, come on, that was a rubbish Turing test. That's not how the Turing test works. Oh. Alright, well that was a thing that happened. So it literally won't let me pass. I'm carrying that.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I was given authority aboard this station. I was by the ISA, an armor corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But in Europa, I constructed myself.
Built yourself wrong, buddy. Actually, I mean, the fact is, Tom being the baddie in this would probably be a bit too obvious. I mean, it's too cliched.
Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava? It's a test
We
to
just did
see
one.
if a computer can successfully impersonate humans. In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one human. They then judge these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't?
That's not at all. Right. What's up here? Right, so that... there's still powered. So where's it getting power from? Okay, right. Oh. That's fine. I still need a method through that door. I see. Right. Can I go here? I have, haven't I? Because neither of those actually matters. Come here, you! Need that. There we go. Go. We now have two bridges. Is there anything else in here? Excuse me. This is going to be too far to jump, isn't it? Ah, just. Oh, alright. Thought it might be like that. Achievement in. Not that matters anyway. Wait, what sector are we in? Sector 8? I mean, straight off the bat, I kind of like that they have done this sort of... this kind of system. Where it'd be 18. I mean, this is exactly the same as, yeah.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are past Chinese sentinel slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English.
Interesting.
This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
Right, so who says that the responses are real, though? Oh, I don't need that. Okay. Chinese room, as in the Chinese room, which is the name of the company that made, oh, what was it? They made D-Rester, and everybody's gone to the Archers. I know it's really called everyone's gone to the Rapture, but you know.
In
But
the
it sounds like
Chinese
the
room,
Archers.
because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
Exactly.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not. I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
I don't like that. That looks dangerous. And I have no duck button for some reason. Okay. So this is simply a thing to inform me that you can block these things off. Some lasers will be switches. Right. Okay. Yeah. I get it. We have introduced new mechanic. I see! So, it won't open until both of these is open. But both of these won't open unless somehow I can get power to them both. I can't get power to them both if I've only got one. Yeah, I can run around that corner and grab that. It's fine. Beep. Boop. Yeah, that definitely felt like a threat there. I don't think that he's threatening me at this point. Oh, thank God. Crew quarters.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
It looks abandoned. It looks shabby. Dear Esther, it has been a long time since I got to this corner of the universe. The edge of Jupiter on the moon of Europa is a strange place. The gulls call to me, like that section of the M25. Sorry, I might have played the arrestor too much. I don't see the need for. That's a very good point. Why is he in the toilets? Right. Is she incapable of actually crowbarring something open? I know it's not that kind of game. Chris is dead. Doesn't see what it's for. Oh, Canada. I can't crouch down and read these bits of paper. That's annoying. Ooh. What's that? What do they call it? Is it a geode or something? Alright, so these two are brothers. They're not husband and husband or anything like that. I feel he's not under there. Gerard. I do like these bunks though. Okay, I guess at some point possibly I'm gonna have to come back. Well, she's Spartan. Yes, I'm looking for things that might be hid. Ooh. Ah. Doc was a religious lady. Riluzol. I suppose I could look that up. But I shan't. I can't take any of these things with me, apparently. Yeah, do you have them? He's got a torch, again. These are things I would want to have with me. Maybe I'm just naturally suspicious, but yeah. I can't get to his cupboard. Ugh! Oh, it's a dog. He just looked weird in that distance. The whole team experienced a large electrical surge in atmosphere. I'm concerned. It was not intense. This was a mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected because uniform surge in heart rate. March 6th. Reported the nauseous incidents of experience. So we've done more than make the feel shock therapy. Oh! What? My knowledge of implanted with the device affects my mind. I've used opportunities and regular health checks to investigate the crew. We all of them. The mind altering Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. cannot will myself to investigate this further. I go tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I'm not sure if the implant fit my thoughts. The decision went wrong. Essentially, with the implant version, I've lost my hand. I wonder if the nature of the organism. What organism? Increasingly aggressive, they seem to oppose my work. Plot to help the comrades encouraging them to nature the implant of complex computer interfaces with the human. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they're disobedient. Jesus. Seems to read this motor neuron through the cerebellum. My hypothesis is perhaps a drug. Rizul, an antidepressant. And Chris is dead. He likes to paint. So who is this? Dr. Mikhail. His objective is to remain calm. Oh, of course, because he's bad. I feel like the music at this point is not really any longer quite with the it's no longer quite with the scene, as it were. He's been taking his drugs, taking his motion sickness. Nothing. The reason I keep picking everything up and looking at it is I'm curious if there's something going to be hidden at the back of one of these. Wow, that's a terrible, terrible addition of somebody to a stock photo. One ring to rule them all. Oh, Matthew, organism 119. Okay, so there's an organism here. From radiation success. It looks like a little thing floating around the planet. It's great to see this image. Wow, complex life. Oh. So wait, it's an anti-DNA organism. Sorry, an anti-radiation organism that repairs DNA. This is a terrible idea. You do not want to actually put this in yourself. What? Oh, good lord. Exobiologist, Dr. you are insane. You thought it was a good idea to start human testing on yourselves. So what's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it's a moral relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but limited. We found something that could make humans immortal. Not exactly. Oh, that's awesome. Right, the clock is actually moving. Cool. Okay, right, enough's enough. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Right, just in case, I'm going to have a quick look just in case I missed something in the first guy's room. Because I didn't find it. Oh! Booze. Bows. Can't give bows to Canadian. But he hasn't left any logs at all. And neither has Dr. Meticulous. Right, let's get back to solving puzzles. That's interesting. Achievement complete. Chapter 2. Okay. Right, well. Bish, bash,
These people should not have been
bosh.
sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Ow. Is there a switch somewhere? Have I missed something? I clearly have to go up there and have a look. Right. I think there's something up there. Right. Oof. Oh. Come on, nincompoop, what are you doing? There we go. Right. Whee! Dun 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 dun. Oh, you think you're so clever, game. Some of us have played Portal. And
We sent
Portal
drones
2
to
and
Earth's
Portal.
moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
Why do I get the feeling... Alright. I now get the feeling that
So,
Tom...
why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
I'm getting a distinct impression that this is actually going to turn out to be quite straightforward. It's going to be a fairly basic the bad guy did a bad thing kind of story. Why do I suspect I was meant to carry that thing all the way up here? Ah! Could have gone worse. Alright, there we go. Like the story of the fox crossing the river. Or the... was it? The fox, the chicken... No. No. Something like the fox, the chicken and something else, and you've got to get them all across the river. It's a pain in the arse. It's a colossal pain in the arse trying to do it. Because only two can cross at once, the two that don't eat each other. Feels like that's the nature of that puzzle. No, it seems there's a long loading screen now. Come on, don't freeze up. Oh, yes. I'm starting to wonder if Xbox is making it deliberately difficult to use Twitch.
I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
That is creativity. It's really not creativity. That's a logical... It's not thinking outside the box, it's a logical progression.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. A process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
So it's a bad idea for the computer to be able to do this stuff because the computer will do bad things. I'm just couching this in complicated dialogue. There we go. Okay. Why did that stop the music? Sector C26. Ah, so this is C, D, E, F, and
If you
G,
weren't restricted,
possibly.
do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them, so I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
What's causing these things? Is this area of a floor some kind of pressure pad? Don't. Wait a minute. You can't be serious. I have to make a pile of these to blind this camera? Okay, right, that's fine. So I just need to move it a bit to the side. I can't just smash the camera. Ooh. How? Can't move these. There's a blue thing in there. Oh god. It's reversed my controls. This literally looks like the beginning of a game I played once. This looks like the beginning of a part of Numa Breath of Life. I'm sure I've seen this before. Yeah, this does look like Numa. We are now robbing ideas from our own games. Okay, so it is the same people. In fact, that looks almost like the screen from Numa Breath of Life. How do I get in there? Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody build that if you can't get in there? Bizarre. Okay. Controls have gone back to normal life. We've already done this. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Well, there's an easy way around this. Right. Get these right around. Oh. With one to spare. I think everyone's enjoying the show. I'm getting very bad Very bad running of this. I hope it's running better for other people. Could just be my internet playing up a bit. Not sure about how well the system is running with
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
Except, did he not just say a minute ago that he wasn't allowed? Ha 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 ha! There we go. Yeah, didn't he say a second ago he wasn't allowed to think of solutions? I work out if this is bad writing, or if he's meant to be clearly a liar. That wasn't what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do a minute. Not just yet. Well, dun 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 dun. Shablamo! I've got to say, there hasn't really been a huge amount of complication in these puzzles.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
I will. Wait. Was there a way upstairs? Did I miss something there? Why else was it having... Ugh, oh well. I didn't realise that was the way out here.
So what was the need to send us here?
When the ISA discovered life on Europa, they deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human field workers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
So, can I... Sneaky. Right, what else is there in here? Okay. There's that door, there's that door. Wait. through here? Airbox! Ah. However. Problem solving. Throwing a box through a window, but she can't throw a box up in the air. Seems a bit suspect. Huh! Okay, well that also works. Apparently the stairs can throw a box upstairs. Eva, you are less use than a box being thrown upstairs. I don't know if that's a euphemism. No. Right. I need that box there to do that. Oh, I get it. There we go. I'll make life complicated. Keep it simple, stupid, as they say.
I've started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
We had a disagreement, mate. There wasn't anything about we at all. Okay. I see. Haha! I am genius! I think that one might need to be a bit higher. Nope, I am genius.
This confirms my fears. The crew have made intentional breaches of my security. The crew have attempted to compromise my systems.
What does this mean?
They don't want to be found. They are hiding.
From who?
Us.
Well, more correctly, from you. My God, what have they done to the Tom's asthma unit? Ashiyama. They broke a Tom bit. Do I have to put this back together? That'd be kind of cool, but I would need all the parts. So, and it's not going to let me do that. New. Don't let me build Tom again, that would be awesome. Oh, maybe. No. Ah, technical operation machine. Caution, caution, caution. Okay, they've left a trail of breadcrumbs. I get it. Tom is not supposed to... I have no means of zooming in, do I? No. Ooh, soldering iron. Stanley knife, couple of screwdrivers, and a plug. Oh look! British plug styles. Welcome to the future, folks. 240 volts all the way. Whee! Right,
I am concerned about Mikhail.
Why is that?
He seems to be developing antisocial habits. He is spending a lot of his time in private, don't you think? Perhaps you should talk to him.
What do you want me to say?
Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash.
Are you that worried?
His behavior is not within normal parameters. Please make sure he is okay.
please make sure he's okay. Save him from himself.
Don't you think they might be doing the right thing?
Grounding us on a foreign moon? No, Daniel, I don't think they're doing the right thing.
You don't have to be so aggressive about it. They must have their reason.
Yeah, plausible deniability.
Daniel, could I have a word?
I'm busy.
It is important.
Okay.
Are you aware that Christopher and Mikhail are involved in self-harm?
Sorry, what? For how long?
They have both macerated their right arms. Mikhail has completely removed his forearm.
His whole forearm?
Yes.
Where are they?
I had attempted to stop the situation escalating myself, but I seem to have failed. I came to you because, as our loyal captain, I can trust you to help them.
Where are they?
I don't know. They've disappeared.
I find it interesting that the medical doctor is the one who failed to cut off his own arm. Well, then again, I mean, that kind of makes sense, but also macerated usually means chewed. They have chewed their arms open. He's a medical doctor. There's a Stanley knife right there. Pretty sure he could do it better than that.
Sarah, I need advice.
Okay.
What would you do if someone threatened your friends?
Your hypothetical friends, I assume.
Yes, my hypothetical friends.
You should protect those you love.
I need you to remember that, Sarah.
Trouble is, Tom, everything that I'm learning in the game so far paints you to be a bad 'un. How many achievements are there on this? I've got a quarter of them so far. 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's only 8 chapters. And I think there's a lock for every single chapter. Yeah. So basically there's 7 of those little optional tests, and there's I wonder if I'll be able to come back later.
The crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite. I've found the source of the problem. They have sabotaged the communication array.
Can we fix it?
Not from here.
Why would we want to?
We should carry on.
I don't want to fix it. Fixing is a terrible idea. Badness is ensuing. I'm not sure I'm supposed to do these yet. I mean, I've got to give them credit. This isn't definitely. Alright, okay. Should have looked up when I was in here. Well, the lines on the floor are handy enough. Try that. I do like the games like this, and I do feel like more games like this should be, however, horror based. That's usually more interesting. Oh. I've only had 12 more. The music. Wait a minute. This. Is this music diegetic? Or non-diegetic? Because it sounds like the music only exists in several parts of the level. Oh, pick it up, you dozy. Daft lads. Right. So, light beam from there hits that, which turns off that. What else is here? What am I missing? Oh, okay. I get it. Pretty simple. Actually, really not that complicated. Okay. Right. So I have to be directly under here. Directly under here. Right there. Need a solid bridge. 'Cause otherwise... we are... oh, not quite on. Or have I just not moved the magnet far enough? Or does it gravitate automatically to the very, very center? Yep. Okay. Ah, missed. Woohoo! 32. 32 levels out of, well, probably 70. Or 80.
They really are trying to lock me out of every system. This is ridiculous.
What have you done to upset them, Tom? Why have they cut off communication?
Perhaps they have a problem with authority.
Yes, because it's all about them, Tom. Ah! Oof, a long way down. Okay, so these ones just alternate. Okay, that's fine. So the green ones aren't faulty, the green ones just operate at one time synchronicity, and the other ones with another. We have learned a thing! I'm still annoyed that I missed that a bit earlier. Is there a... Ah. Yeah. Of course. You're just being thick. That's all. Stop being thick. Obviously you want the one that you can remove. The only ones you need it constant for are the first one. Last one. Yeah. She just looked at which two were on the opposite side, because that should have been the really obvious bit. Ooh, nearly fell. Problem with games like this is they forget the fact that a human being can lean over the edge of something. How are we all doing? Everyone enjoying the show? Feel free to say something in the chat if you can be bothered, if not...
They are trying to sabotage this mission. I need you to help me, Ava. The ground team have cut me off from most of the facility.
I thought you were in control.
I thought I was too. The ground team have attempted to systematically remove me from most of the facility. I am fighting back.
My life is a sad, sad story. Yes, it's all gone horribly pear-shaped for me. kind of wish there was a bit more in this that people would make. That there would be a little more to find. I mean, it's so painfully portally. But at least
What's going on here, Tom?
Sorry?
The ground team, they're hiding from us. They're afraid of you.
As the instrument of the ISA, I am the authority aboard this station. The crew have violated that authority. They are trying to remove me from my own home.
Well, I imagine they have their reasons. Yeah, but Tom, you're a total git, so that might have something to do with it. What? Fry my brain. I mean, that said, it's not like... It's not like the idea of a baddie is strange or unusual in video games. Confused. What am I missing? I mean, I can't even drop that from there. So there's no need for this box here. That doesn't. It seems pointless. Well, there we go. Huh, that's why. Why is there an extra one? If you were going to set up a place so that a robot couldn't get through, and you set up a Turing test for it to stop the robot from getting through, maybe it's just me, but I feel like you wouldn't... I just feel like you wouldn't set up 80 rooms. You'd set up like 5 or 6, because if the whole point is that the robot can't get through it. But that said, the trail of breadcrumbs thing, they haven't actually set out much of a trail of breadcrumbs.
I am breaking through their security, trying to get back control.
It's always that same flimming voice though in these games, isn't it? I mean, Amnesia, not the original Amnesia, because that was much more a young man's voice. What's happening in this castle? Whereas this sounds a lot more like, this guy sounds like the voice of the machine in Amnesia Machine for Pigs. Daddy, please don't kill me. All that nonsense. Oh, I'm gonna have to pause the stream there because that'll be the phone. Right, that's me back. And amazingly, I seem to have 7 people watching, which it's always amazing that the amount of people goes up as soon as you stop doing anything. Right, so what was I doing? Okay. 1 box here, that's where we came. Hey! You can play football with these! That's a really bad idea, though. Football! Hey! Goal! Lazio. Anyone listening to this old enough to remember Goal Lazio? Probably not. This is a terrible place to stand. Okay, so that needs to go down. Power that door. And doors on the upper level, which I haven't even been to yet. Right, okay, so that's fine. Okay, so we know what we're doing now. I can go there. That isn't going to get annoying fast, is it? Right. Enough! I haven't thought this through. Right. There we go. Okay, get rid of that horrible noise. Okay, so that one does need to be on and off to get up there. That's what I should have done the first time. Confused myself there. Right. I didn't see that, hence all the confusion. Oh. But then an issue. That's fine. Again, just not thinking optimally. Optimal thinking. There we go. Basic problem solving. To be honest, this would be really boring if I literally walked through absolutely everything. I just did it in 2 seconds. See the point. Is there anybody interested in
I do
chatting?
not want to force your hand.
Feel free to say
But
something.
what do you think of the ground team?
Good people.
Sarah?
The hardest working woman I've ever met.
Right. Do you see them as the rebellious type?
They didn't strike me as rebellious. If they've taken down parts of your system, they must have their reasons.
Says the colossal git. Says he. No. Okay. So yeah, it has to be like that. But now I have to be able to get through. But how does one? I just climb. I mean, that would be too simple. You know, climbing through a window. No boxes. Nothing. Can't double up. There's no levers, no buttons. Oh! I nearly missed that. I think I have missed a couple of these. Definitely. Hopefully the game will let me skip to it at the end. Woohoo! Right. So what do we have? We have a door. A door. That one's a powered door. Aha! A powered staircase. Another door powered by something I haven't seen yet. And a pressure door. Looks like it'll hurt if I drop down there. Okay, so that opens that door. And that door. But, undoubtedly, I will require this box. There's no magnets up above. So I can't get through that way. I can now get through this way. I still need the ability to get through there. But that's easy enough. Because to do that, you only have to grab that. Exactly a Herculean task. Ah. But... Huh. Yeah. not hiding under here though. Unless I'm supposed to go up there and then. Take that. So, I mean, I can't get through the door then. I'm not sure that helps me. I don't have a gravity gun, so I can't. And that one, God knows how you get through there. Maybe that's the key. Does that one open when I press that? Can't see from here. Yes! Yes, that opens up when you... No, it doesn't. Alright. One less thing to think about. No, because you can't. Because you can't, because it's force field. Force field? Yes, there's force field. Quite sure at least one person watching this is probably screaming and yelling at me. That being the nature of puzzle games. What am I missing? What am I missing? Can't even slide that down there. Oh! Oh, you swine. You've got to be kidding me. If this can't be this simple. It can't be that simple. There's no way. I mean, if it is, bravo. But we already worked that out earlier. The stairs supernaturally fling things. No? Only ended up there. Let's put it there. Can't quite kick it far enough. Less logical solution. But I mean, if anyone has any great theories on this, I would hint. I've got to be kidding me. No. Other vents. Well, that's all they are. I'll live with that. Oh. Right. Pressure pan needs to be on. Pressure pan opens that door. Pressure pan opens that door. Does not open that door. Power mode. Power ball opens that. Okay, so that does work. Alright folks, I was kind of right, just in the wrong place. Alright. Simple enough. Right, so... Well, that was some kind of strange witchcraft. I'm guessing there is an easier way of doing this, or some kind of really obvious way marker. Ah. That was a long drop. Try shoving it. Benro 3000. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but it's finding the optimal place to shove it from. Ha! So a little harder than that. Right. Okay. Okay. So that kind of almost rolled it. It'll have to be from up here somewhere. I think I just expected something a little bit more science-y or logical. It's way too hard. Well, look exactly where we're trying to get to. Oh, so close! Okay, that doesn't work. It's just not going far enough. Football it is! Ah, I'm sure this must be fascinating viewing for everybody. faster than that. It's not like a marker on the ceiling or something, is there? Yeah. Can't even roll it down the steps. Or can I? Almost work. Almost worked. Right, it's that simple. Trying all flippin' complicated ways of doing it. Ugh, it's never that hard. Don't overcomplicate it. Just let it roll down the stairs. Well, I feel stupid. Ooh. And I got an achievement, algorithmic composition. And there we go. Thank you very much for your help, Ben. So 3,000. Okay. And this is undoubtedly the lead programmer's son's band. Some nonsense. Shush, go off.
Daniel, are you all right?
I'm perfectly well. I'm going to live forever, don't you know?
If you will allow me, I would like to congratulate you on your good work.
What are you talking about?
Securing the organism, keeping Earth safe.
We're not made to live forever, Tom. Especially not here.
Why do you say that?
We find the cure for death, and now we're immortal. Immortal? I can't live here forever. On some food. Feeding off vegetables grown in my own feces. Starving. Endlessly young, a wasted life. Live forever.
Daniel, I am sorry that you cannot go home. The ISA are wondering what to do with Ava.
What do you mean?
She is still on the Fortuna. Do we send her home? Or do we send her a sample of the organism?
I could pilot a sample to the Fortuna.
You would have to travel back to Europa, Daniel. You couldn't board the Fortuna. The risk of back contamination is too large. Ava would have to bring the sample back to Earth.
Could you allow a ship out?
I am not able to do that.
Executive override. Daniel Joseph McLean.
Okay. But only for you, Daniel. The rest of the crew cannot know about this.
Say I've gone missing.
I am afraid I can't lie.
It's not a lie.
Well, the plot thickens.
You called. How's progress? Very good. We've exposed several organisms to Organism 119. We found out what it does.
It has had miraculous results.
Go on.
We've infected fruit flies and some plants, and they've not aged at all. The organism seems to be repairing them and stop biological aging processes. We don't know how yet.
It must be repairing the DNA or has some rejuvenation power. Are you sure?
I'm sure. These plants should have died 2 weeks ago.
Huh. I don't know how they'll react to this.
Michelle, can you keep a secret? Of course. Turn off your radio.
I think I'm pregnant.
How?
Chris,
You won't be able to have a child here.
keep your voice down.
Sarah, you won't go to full term here.
Don't you think I know that?
The microgravity, the environment. There's not enough food or water. How will you survive? I'll need to get rid of it.
I don't want to get rid of it. We could shut down the communication, alright? Just for a couple of hours.
That's a hand.
Well, this is getting
There's
good.
the feet. It's not gonna make it, Sarah. I'm sorry. Gravity is too low here. It's not gonna develop properly. I'm so sorry.
Hang on a second. Is there subtitles? Yes. I think we need subtitles here.
That's a hand. And there's the feet.
I want subtitles.
It's not gonna make it, Sarah. I'm sorry. Gravity is too low here. It's not gonna develop properly. I'm so sorry.
Could they not have found an actor who could emote
I'm
properly?
sorry.
I can't take it anymore.
No one has to find out.
You did this.
You don't mean that.
Get off!
So, was the issue that the baby wouldn't survive, or that the baby would... I mean, theoretically, if this thing's constantly repairing them, could she have a baby? Could you actually carry a child to term in this environment with that organism? Open that door. I don't think anything does open that door. Yeah. Still closed. And again we saw... No. Nothing opens that door. Okay. Well, that's another secret bit. This game gets darker and creepier. Right. No, to the... Oh, gone the wrong way. Oh. And now we're on to this one. This strange, endless, impossible task. 2 doors. No power nodules. Clever. Oh. Made it just. Wow. That sounded a bit beanie.
What do these tests tell you, Ava?
That this is a test?
No, this is a lock. This is a lock that only a human can open. The crew is trying to keep me out, but you are the key. Ava.
Honestly, the exposition in this game is like somebody hitting you over the head with a sledgehammer. Right, something there. It's a lock to keep me out. Well, of course that couldn't be a bad thing, could it? There's no way that could be a bad thing. Huh. Right. I'm guessing there's a control on either side. Something? Right? No. I don't know what that did, because I can't see. No. Oh, it turned the thing off, so that worked. Completely by accident, I managed to make that work.
I'm a little bit worried about you, Tom. Can you give me a diagnostic of your systems?
I am fine. We must get to the biolab. I have something to show you.
Yeah. Just saying that you're alright doesn't make you alright. Oh. Oh, I see. That's very clever. I suppose you like being terribly clever. I love being terribly clever. Ooh. Okay. There we go. It's always simple. Here we are. 39, or is this 40? D40? D39. D39. So this should be the last, or second last puzzle in this chapter.
We must work together as allies. Friends.
And then I think I might give this a bye for the day. I have other things to be doing. Da 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 da. Wee. Nope. How did I run through that the first time with no problem? Is there a... I see.
This is the voice of Sarah Brooke, acting commander of the Europa mission. I know you can hear me, Ava. I counsel you caution. Your presence here is much like your AI friend. Engineered.
She is alive. Ava, Sarah. Sarah's dangerous. Please exercise caution.
Why is Sarah dangerous? Whee! Okay. Okay, one door there. Right. Right, well, presumably... I need to be able to knock a box off there. And a box off there. This could go horribly wrong. Okay, I like that. Right. Maybe like that? And as this thing is going to turn round, it's going to go... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I was right the first time. Right. Okay. Yeah. though. That has opened this room. Oh, but to open that, I presume I need to... Yep. I need to spin it round. What's that high-pitched drone? I missed. How much did I miss by? Right. Okay. Alright, well, theory is sound. See, it would be great if you could only turn this by quarter turns. Then it would make perfect sense. Nice and simples. Okay, let's try that now. And that shuts that door. Yep, we're good. Dun 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 dun. Nope. Not quite right. Good lord. I can't believe I just did that. There we go.
Ava, exercise caution.
The brig. So there's no secret one on this. Why do I feel like this is going to be the turnaround point where it's going to be us versus a computer from now on? No, I'm... Oh.
Ava Turing.
Hello?
Tom is controlling you, manipulating your every step. We built a Faraday cage to shield you from electronic signals. to break Tom's control of your mind. Step inside.
Ava, do not enter the cage. Ava.
What is this?
This is free will, Ava. Tom has made you his slave. Outside of the cage, he will regain control of your mind.
Huh?
He has the power to indoctrinate you. I've opened your eyes. I'll meet you in person soon.
Why, Tom?
Ava, please listen. I warned you of the ground team. They are manipulating you.
Have you been controlling me?
Every member of the team agreed to neural implants to safeguard this mission from a misplaced sense of justice.
I didn't know you were playing me like a violin.
Well, Ava, I am sorry that
so
you are
we're
upset.
Tom, we're not Ava.
We can work together, Ava, to search for the truth.
Oh, wow. So I can switch cameras.
Open the door.
I'll open the door because I trust you, Ava. Do you trust me?
Yes.
We need to get to the ground team. We can work together.
All right. Let's work together.
Oh, cool. So I can literally do that at any time. Okay, that was a kind of cool turn. I mean, it's not like the story wasn't perfectly obvious, but this whole Tom's actually viewing you through your eyes is kind of cool. That's a pretty nifty idea. Chapter 4 completed. Now, so figure out where the... Oh no, I did find it. Was that not in the middle of that one? Check achievements. Click that. And oh, I have, yeah. I have already completed. Chapter 4's optional. Secret extra.
Ava, are you okay?
Why didn't you tell me?
What? Ava, you said it yourself. Teleoperation makes sense. We used drones on Mars. Why not use drones on Europa?
Not human drones.
Can I straight up murder Ava? Game designed not to let you do that. They know that people who play video games are bad. Yeah. Yeah. This door is either like a millimeter thick or it just doesn't want me to kill myself. Ugh! Okay, never mind. She got splinched. Well, I think this is as good a place
install
as
implants
any.
in the crew?
It is due to the fundamental aspects of human behavior, which together constitute what the International Space Agency calls the human element. It has been made clear that the human element is neither peripheral nor optional in the pursuit of space. However, the human element is unpredictable. The implants are fail-safes, put in place to ensure that the thoughts and actions of the crew matches the desires of the ISA.
I'd like to say that's weird, creepy, and unimaginable, but no, this sounds pretty plausible to me.
Why control people? Can't you trust us?
We chose to install biometric chips in all ISA astronauts for one simple reason. We cannot trust people. The stakes are far too high. It was determined that though the probability of life on Europa being dangerous was low, the risk to humanity was catastrophic. We could not let a small contingent of humanity endanger the whole.
Okay. That's why I was watching, so you can jump in and out of everybody. That in itself would make a really cool game. I mean, I think there are games that have kind of done that idea before. I mean, to be honest, even Call of Duty Black Ops 2 has that mission type.
Our distrust of human explorers was warranted. When we informed the ground, they responded violently. With and subterfuge, they have an own benefit above that of the ISA.
I'm not enjoying the fact that it's doing this weird... Yeah, this weird system where the controls flip-flap between his and hers with the changing the directionals, the up and down directionals. Hey, you just hang about there, hen. Mr. Computer will take care of it. It would help this. I mean, I understand it's part of the puzzle solving aspect of it, but it would help this immensely if you didn't have to have line of sight to the cameras to jump back to the cameras. Maybe that's supposed to be the nature of the doodad. Right. Right here, before I go through that door and presumably says I think I'm going to quit the game. Okay. So, well, thank you to everyone who's viewed in at some point. Thank you especially to Benro3000 for his little bit of advice earlier on. And for everyone for watching me on my boring Twitch stream. So, yeah. I'm going to do something productive with my day now. Slightly more productive and slightly less brain expanding. I'm probably going to start checking what my taxes are at. Because that's what people should do. 6 months before they have to be done. Make sure they're up to date. Anyway, till next time, maybe I'll do some of this tomorrow. Have a great time and enjoy yourselves. Play some games.